Hey everybody, thanks for tuning in. This is Dan Strong with Excel VBA is Fun. Today I want to talk to you about the custom print area. Why would you want to have a custom print area? It's just simple enough perhaps for you to just do this and go to the page layout and click print area and click set print area. Well, that's fine, but what if your report here changes dynamically? What if sometimes it has 13 rows and another time it has like 32 rows? But you don't want this kind of stuff to appear on it. You just want the print area to stop at column F. So what do? You set a custom print area. If you really want to hide this stuff and not have them be included in your print area. Because right now if I hit print preview, it's going to have all this stuff and take up all this space. But if I selected the print area that I wanted and manually did it and set the print area, then it looks like this. So all that other stuff is gone. I am going to go ahead and clear the print area, but I want to show you how to do that all dynamically. So I'm going to hit Alt F11 and let's create a new module now that we're in the Visual Basic Editor. In this new module right here, I'm going to type sub. That's a new procedure. And what are we going to call this procedure? How about custom print area, custom PA, then I hit enter. So first of all, we're going to declare by dim, we're going to declare, we'll call it WS because we're only talking about one sheet here. That's the name of the worksheet. So we're going to call it what it is. WS is a worksheet. And then we're going to set WS to what it is. So set WS to equal this workbook dot sheets. And which sheet is it? It's called sheet 2. You don't have to capitalize that S. I just did for kicks. So that is the name of the sheet that we're using. And now it shall henceforth be called WS unless we change that for some reason. So we're going to refer to it as WS. So what we want to do is get the last row and the last column on this worksheet. How do we do that? You need to watch my video on how to get the last row and last column. Otherwise, this may not make sense, but I'm going to go ahead and get to it. So we'll call this WSLR, that being the last row, equals WS.cells rows.count using column 1 dot end using XL up, and then finally the row. And that may not make sense, but it will if you watch that video that we're probably going to flash on your screen right about now. And then for the last column, we take row 1, but we're going to take the columns dot count. And we're going to do dot end, but we're not going to use going upward, we're going to use going to left, XL to left, and to get the column. So that being said, we now have the last row and last column of this worksheet. Let's step through it using F8, also called debugging. So the last row is 13, that looks right. And peeking at this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I'm thinking it's going to say 6, and it sure does. So we have the last row and last column. Let's go ahead and set up a variable called print A. I call it print A. You could call it print area, or you could call it Shazam for all I care. I'm going to call it print A. Set the print area to equal WS, that's our particular worksheet, dot range, and we want the range of, how about A2 all the way through, well, we do know that it's column F. If you wanted to make it truly dynamic, you could in another way, but I'm just going to say, since we know it's F, and we'll join that to whatever the WS last row is. So that is the range, that's the print area. And then we'll get to our last step here. Finally, we're going to go ahead and set up the print area. I'll make myself a note. And here's how we do it. we reference the worksheet object that we've set to be WS. Again, that could be anything you set up. WS dot page setup, and I'm going to hit dot print area, and then I'll hit the equal sign to autofill. So ws.pagesetup.print area is going to be equal to, and you guessed it, print A, or whatever we put here, Shazam, the word blah, anything. But the print area right now doesn't exist, but after we set it to that, then that'll be our print area. Let's try that. Let's go up a few seconds. Let's go right here, hit F8, print area is set up, and now the page setup print area is going to be equal to that range. I hit F8. Oh, and of course there's something wrong. Let's see. Maybe it didn't like that. Okay, I did print A dot address, and the 0 means that they're relative, I think, or they're not exact or locked rows and columns. If I put 1, comma 1, then it would be $ for the row and $ for the column. Zeros for the address thing makes it not have those. Now you can see right here with the little not dancing ants, but the little ants, that we've got this as the print area, and maybe that's not what we wanted, because I want the columns. So I just go back, Alt F11, take a look at what I did here. I should have done A1 through F13 in this case. So let's change that. Let's go back here, set the print area to that, and the print area is now going to be whatever this print A.address is. And so when I hit that, now when I look at my print preview, that looks a lot better. So that could be dynamic. Let's check it out. Let's put some more junk in here. Okay, we got some more junk there. We've got now 16 rows now. So let's run that macro. Hit Alt F8. Alt F8 is to bring up your macros. And let's either double click or click and click run. I'm going to double click on custom PA print area. Double clicking now, and now we see our print area has expanded to whatever dynamically we needed it to. So in fact, at the end of the code, I'm going to put ws.print preview. Save me an extra click, won't it? So let's take out this much, hit Alt F8, and run. So you see that the print area dynamically updated, and now that only works for column 1 unless you have more code set up, because I set it up to get the last row only considering this. So let's say I had some data in here, but that won't affect it. It'll still do the print area to wherever. So in this case it would go to 11, and this would be the print area. So let's run it again, Alt F8. We know that it's going to only go to, so this other stuff down here did not show up in the print area. So you can customize that pretty well in your code as much as you want. That's how to change the print area, customize the print area. Hope that helps somebody out there. Don't forget to leave your comments, questions, click like if you liked it. Click subscribe if you want more tips with Excel Visual Basic. I'm here for your questions. Any projects you're working on, let me know. I'll do my best to help. Thanks for watching. God bless.